finished today's ride. I didn't want to stop because I was on a roll. A shed full of VAM. Like, we climbed an absolute ton, which is the first for me, like being outside. There's a route out of Cardiff called the Tuesday Hills Loop or Tuesday Hills Chain Gang, and it's got like I want to say like 750 meters of climbing in, well, the KOM was 52.5 minutes, and I think I lowered it today to like 48 minutes. So 750 meters of climbing in 48 minutes. It's pretty good going for around here, let me tell you that. I wanted to ride the climbs. It was like a natural session for threshold. Not much VO2 max going on, but threshold at least on the climbs. So that's like 360 watts and above. And anywhere in between, I was just riding, you know, within myself to do the route as fast as possible. It's quite nice in a way to have like an unstructured approach as well, because with all the racing and stuff I've been doing indoors on Zwift and training, just going out and riding and using the climbs as efforts themselves without actually having anything holding me back is quite nice. Plus, Scott, you'll be happy as well, because I took not just a short KOM, but like a long KOM.
So it's a rest day today. Just finished a 3-day block. First 3-day block like that in a long time. Basically ended up doing like a morning session, evening session for 3 days straight, which I kind of have done on and off for the last couple of weeks, but not to that kind of degree where I've gone out on the bike for the first time, and I've done like steady endurance, just basic riding in the morning. So the hours have been slightly higher, and then done, you know, some form of Zwifting or racing in the evening. Particularly Thursday, yesterday, I finished off with a much harder ride in the morning, and with lots of time spent at threshold and VO2, around about half an hour in total, and then finished off with a really exciting finish to a Zwift race that evening, where we had, well, you saw it for yourself, a really close call with victory, only to be denied at the last. There's Johnny. We've got all of our life's possessions in the back. Not all of them, but most of them. Got 2 of these big boxes Johnny's taking back with him. He's going to store in his garage for us. This is my box of sports nutrition, which I'm not going to need for the next few days, so he can have it. And a bag of clothes for me. So yeah, he's going to store them in his house back home, and then we'll pick them up when we finally move next week or whenever it is. So we've dropped everything off with Johnny Ops, doing some stuff. I'm doing some stuff. Charlie's missing sock, by the way. If you see it, let her know. So every month I make a point of creating a spreadsheet and updating a spreadsheet based on the power duration curve and the model FTP and all that kind of stuff that WKO throws at you. And I do it every month for those riders who I coach that have been with me for over a month, and then we can compare month by month exactly, you know, kind of how numbers have changed, how numbers have increased, how numbers have decreased, you know, why has a number decreased, and when you see it laid out, it's like taking a step back and looking at it and going, my like 20-second power was lower this month than last month. and so was my 5 second, but then all the others are higher. Why is that? And really, it's most of the time it's like a simple answer, like, well, we didn't do any 20-second sprints. But like for the most part, you know, it helps pick out things, and it also helps, like, on a very basic level, keep things neat and tidy in one place, so that you can see month by month, you know, what haven't I targeted in the last 30 days? What have I maybe, you know, improved in a lot? You know, what do I need to look at for the next 30 days? So yeah, I'll send that then every month to the riders, and they'll get to see like what has happened over the last 30 days. It by no means kind of sets the trend for what happens in the next 30 days, apart from how we move forward. It doesn't necessarily mean that if a number is trending down, it doesn't necessarily mean that that number is going down. This is where the explanation side of it is really, really important.
Do you not want to show people?
What is it?
She put so much in that bag. I can't believe how much is in there.
Ooh.
There's loads of sweets in there as well.
So what is it, like a party?
It's a pub quiz, but it's children's. The theme is a children's party. So we've got party bags.
So what have you come as?
A pink princess. I feel ridiculous, but I don't really care.
Salty pretzel.
Are they okay?
Yeah. Well, that's my post-Zwift nutrition sorted. It's come all the way from Los Angeles. Well, that's where the company is.
Is it?
Birthday cake flavour.
We don't look like birthday cake.
It tastes very Give me a real cookie any day.
We've got pea protein in.
This is the best sweet of all time.
Squeeze, squashies.
Don't hate me. Most important thing now for me is to use sun cream, because I get shouted at otherwise. These scars on my knees, the ones from Canada, like they're still quite, like they're almost well they are actually June, so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the scars are still like pretty like thin. So I've got to make sure I put sun cream on them. The perks. So we had the incredible news today that we've secured the flat back in West Wales. We're really excited about it. Charlie's out meeting a friend right now. Would have broken the news to you together, but I thought, why not do it when I'm out riding? So we moved back this Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it. I've got to be honest. We haven't sorted anything like a Wi-Fi. I know a lot of you are going to be going, but what about the uploads? What about the live streams? Well, you know what? You're just going to have to wait. But it gives you an opportunity to go back and have a look at some of my old videos, like the ones from like 2 years ago, maybe even three years ago, when I was racing and having fun abroad. So yeah, go check those out to fill the gap, to scratch your itch. I'm out doing a 2-hour ride today, and it kind of ends a 3-day block that I've done on Zwift. On Saturday I did a big breakaway mission, which was me riding at about 5 watts per kilo for an hour and a half, 2 hours in one race. So I attacked, and I was able to ride at my own tempo. And then Sunday I did 2 races back to back, a bit longer. They were nice,
but they were hard. Like pretty much emptied the tank, but I got a 5th and a 2nd, both of them in kind of sprint finishes, which is awesome. And today is just kind of finishing off that with a 2-hour ride. No efforts, no intervals, no intensity, just riding whatever I feel kind of comfortable with. Ride to fatigue levels, as we say. So it's open plan, but I'm really sticking to like mostly zone 1, a little bit zone 2. I probably imagine we're gonna have a 50-50 split at the end of this ride, and that is generally what I'd aim to do on one of these days. Hey! Just down those back at home, those gates on the cycle path. They basically separate the cycle path from, I don't know, another piece of cycle path or a road to stop people from motorbikes from getting down the cycle path, which is fair enough. But over the years I've honed the skills of going through without having to put my foot down, and with those ones in particular you can kind of shimmy your shoulders against them if you don't quite get through. This is pretty nice, this section of road. I've only ever ridden it a few times. It's not a road, it's a cycle path, but it's like a back way into Barry. Good old Barry. Barry Bynea. I think that's what they call it. I've never come out here before. Never, ever, ever. Can you see the sea all the way out there? If you can, I'm going to wave to Scott from HuntTV. If you're not subscribed to him yet, then you should. He's just hit 500 subs. So go and give him a sub, and a like, and a view, and everything else. And tell him I sent you. That's pretty good. Wow. Absolutely superb. What a day. It's so blue. Not so green.